There's going to be a lot of talk about the chemistry with you and AD. How was it today at the first practice together?
Well, I think we're all in a learning process. It's like any first day for a new group. So I think as the days get more and more, and we get more and more into training camp, the chemistry and the camaraderie for not only myself and AD, but for everyone, will get better and better.
A lot of defense today, Frank said. What was your read on that?
That's what it was. It was a lot of defense, and Coach is a defensive-minded guy, and we want to be defensive-minded as well. So that was a lot of the first practice.
Beyond defensive-minded, Frank says he wants your group to be physical. And how do you actually implement that without beating each other up in practice?
We know how to compete, but also know how to protect each other. But in competition, being physical, without fouling. Because one thing you can't defend is the free throw line. So we stress that a lot, but it's a good start today.
When you collide with Alex, do you have any flashbacks to Jetty?
No, it was a different situation, but no, I didn't have any flashbacks. Just two guys colliding and hitting the floor.
What's been your early impressions of Frank and just how he's trying to manage expectations, getting guys to buy in?
Manage expectations. What do you mean?
Just in terms of setting the culture.
He's the coach, and we have a coaching staff, and they're going to put us in position how they feel the best suits our ball club. It's for him to give us the game plan, and then it's for us to go out there and execute it.
Frank was talking about how much your game and AD's game kind of complements one another. Is that chemistry pretty easy to build, or is there a lot more you want to do with that?
You want to continue to learn every day. As much as I've watched AD over the years and know about his game, you really don't know how much more that you want to continue to build until you get on the floor with one another. So, him and Doe probably has the most chemistry out of anybody because they played together in New Orleans. They've played multiple games. They played in playoff series before. So, AD and Doe probably has the most chemistry. I have a lot of chemistry with the guys I was with here last year because we played together. So when we all, as the practice go on and we get there on the floor, we start to learn each other even more and more. So it's going to be all dynamic for all of us.
Is Rondo someone that can be helpful for you as you learn exactly how you and AD work together?
Rondo's always helpful for me, just because of his basketball IQ, what he brings to the game. We kind of bounce things off each other all the time, trying to be two quarterbacks on the floor at the same time, or one guy's in, another guy's out. We try to see from the sideline and be like a defensive, offensive coordinator for one another. So that's always there, no matter what.
LeBron, yesterday you were talking a little bit about Team USA, and you and Steph and Clay and Anthony and Dame, Harden, all of you expressed some interest in playing. If you all played, would that mean a return to dominance for the Americans?
No, it doesn't, because you still have to go out there and work and play the game. But it does strengthen our team, and it does give us a very good team going into the Worlds if we were to all to do that.
Both Kobe and Pop basically said that era is over because the rest of the world's better. You agree with that?
The rest of the world is better, but we continue to get better as well as Americans.
LeBron, based on your own experience, how do you see the dynamic being different when you have a big two as opposed to a big three?
I don't know. At the end of the day, you want to have a good team, a great team. Obviously, you need great players out on the floor to be able to exploit defenses and be able to, take and make big shots when the game calls for it. But in order to win in this league, you have to have a great team. And I think that's our only mindset. Obviously, it starts and ends with me and AD and how we approach the game, both on and off the floor, will trickle to everybody else. But, we need everyone out on the floor to buy into what Coach Vogel and the coaching staff want us to do, and then it's up to us to lead that in second command.
What was your first practice with the Lakers?
It was good. Got some good work in. Like the dynamic of the team. Everyone's playing physical, playing hard. Coming in with the mindset of being professional and doing what we have to do to reach our goal. And that displayed in the first practice.
Frank said there's going to be some defensive emphasis. How much was that evident today?
Very. I think we did maybe an hour, 45 minutes or an hour of all defense. So he's a defensive coach. He wants to have a defensive mindset, and we're going to be a defensive team. And we made sure we cover a lot of defensive schemes today.
Yeah, you told Rachel yesterday that you want to play for Team USA. Why now versus last summer?
Last summer was just a lot going on. The trade, obviously, contract year. So a lot that I had to factor in, for this summer. Next summer, hopefully I'll make a decision about everything, and then I've been established with the team already, so I think that was the biggest difference.
You're not the only star to say you want to play this summer. Do you think you guys put a greater emphasis or importance on the Olympics over the World Cup?
Nah, I can't speak for anyone else, but I know I don't. I played in both, and actually I was one of the leaders in the 2014 World Cup, so that's kind of where I got, my shine on in the World Cup. So, me personally, I don't put put the Olympics over the World Cup. They're all equal to me. As long as you get a chance to represent your country, I think you should do it.
Anthony, where do you think the line is, as Frank wants you guys to play with more physicality this year in doing it against opponents down the line versus doing it against your teammates in training?
Yeah, obviously we're not going to try to injure anyone, and do anything stupid, but we definitely want to play with physicality, and I think we did a good job of showing that today. So that way in the game it makes it a lot easier with our opponents.
What's the biggest difference between what you have to do in a practice setting versus the off-season work, where you obviously get to play with a lot of your teammates, but it's just a little different?
In the off-season, it's a lot of individual work. Obviously you don't have any schemes that you can work on, or don't know, the offensive, plays that we want to work on. So it's really just working on your game, working on your craft, and what you want to get better at individually. And so then also translating that into the team focus.
What is the value of your history with Rondo, and then how important do you think that history could be for this team?
It's very good. Rondo's a leader on the floor, leader off the floor, and spending time with him that 1 year in New Orleans was definitely huge for me. He's able to help me out as I transition. He's been on several teams, so he's experienced that before. And him and LeBron has been very helpful in the transition process, and especially his first day, just being with a new group.
Anthony, how do you think the dynamic in the league changed when more teams are having big twos instead of big threes?
I think that's the way the league just went. I'm not sure if it was done purposefully, but I think this is maybe the most exciting the league has ever been in a while. It's going to be fun.
I don't mean to sound corny, but today was your first practice with the Laker. Did you have any kind of special feeling, like putting that Laker jersey on or being out there?
Not a practice jersey. It was cool to actually just get to practice and be introduced to a new system, a new coaching staff, new teammates. But I think the excitement comes, it was October 5th when we played our first game, October 6th or something like that. So 5th. So that probably have a little bit more impact, and then obviously the 22nd.
Frank said as he cycles through all the different player combinations during training camp, he wants to make sure that you and LeBron get the most time together during the season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that way. How cognizant are you of maximizing that time with LeBron and trying to pick up little parts of his game?
We spent a lot of time together in the off season. This is probably one of the few times we got a chance to spend time together on the floor. And every little thing that happened today, when we was on the sideline, we kind of talked about it. Even little things about something that went right, but something that we can do better, in that situation. So we're trying to just talk through everything and just trying to figure out, each other's game. Obviously, he knows mine, I know his, but we never get a chance to be teammates. So this is all new for both of us, and we're just trying to make the best of it.
Anthony, what does this feel like for you to be on a team that has such an opportunity in front of it, and an all-veteran team that he's getting penciled in late in the year. And just what does that feel like after kind of the last few years?
It feels good. We give ourselves a chance to win. Being with all these guys, veteran guys, a couple guys who've won, who've been through the process. They're leading us and trying to talk to us about how to get to that same goal that they accomplished several times. So, it's been fun the first day. And we just try to keep it going.
You guys are cycling through a lot of versions of starting lineups and things like that. Is it, comforting or good to have sort of that pairing with LeBron, knowing that's going to be sort of the foundation for whatever happens with the lineups?
Yeah. I think our chemistry is going to be very important. Like I said, Coach is trying to put me and LeBron on the same team as much as possible in camp, so we can kind of build that chemistry. So no matter what, I think our chemistry is very important because it starts with us, and then the other guys around us, try to get those guys to buy in and fit in as well, to make everything work.
Early on, how have you seen Frank try to manage everything, given the expectations with the market and his team and the talent?
Manage in what way?
Just in terms of trying to set a culture and get guys to buy in.
We have a lot of veteran guys, guys who want to win, so it wasn't that hard. We went over some things this morning about what we want to do as a team and what we want our identity to be. And, we got guys who kind of already know the game, so we don't have that many young guys, so it's easy for guys to buy in if we know what we want.
Did you know anything about Frank coming into this experience?
Not really. He actually asked me in our first meeting, he said, "What do you know about me?" And one of my college coaches told me to tell you hi. So I didn't really know much about him. I knew he was a defensive coach, but I didn't really know that much about him.
Which college coach?
Kenny Payne, Kentucky. Yeah.
What's his, just, I know it's a small sample size, but what have you noticed about his coaching style?
Defense. He wants to be a defensive-minded team. And I think a lot of guys on the team want to be a defensive player. So it kind of works hand in hand, and he's been stressing defense a lot. About our schemes and what we want our identity to be as a team on the defensive end. That's really it. So we know that he's a defensive-minded coach who wants us to be a defensive-minded team.
Do you like the emphasis that he puts on intensity even in practice?
Oh, for sure. We got to make each other better. If we're not going hard and challenging guys, then we're not going to get better. It's really not about the opponent. It's really about the guys on this team. And the more we can push each other and make each other better, the easier the games will be.
Do you pace yourself? I know it's just the first practice, but is it kind of a ramp up for you as you get to some of these preseason games?
Oh, for sure. But it's always good to get the summer legs out the way. And I think a lot of guys had them today. But the more you practice and the more you go through training camp, the harder it gets.